This is Wednesday, August 26, 2020, meeting of the Berlin Board of Assessors. As a preliminary matter, please note that this meeting is being recorded and that some attendees are participating by video conference.
Hold on a second. My
Okay.
recording is in green.
I see Joanne has a little red square next to her name. She is recording.
Okay.
Okay. Accordingly, please be aware that other folks may be able to see you. Take care not to screen share your computer. Anything that you broadcast may be captured by the recording. This is Kevin Pond, Chair of the Board of Assessors. Permit me to confirm that all members and persons anticipated on the agenda are present and can hear me prior to me calling the meeting to order. Members, when I call your name, please respond in the affirmative. Bev Wheeler.
Here.
Staff, when I call your name, please respond in the affirmative. Molly Reed, Assessing Director.
Here.
And Joanne Weinkoop will be the referee for tonight.
Here.
Okay, staff, when I call your name, please respond in the affirmative. We've done that. Anticipated speakers on the agenda, please respond in the affirmative. So do we have any anticipated speakers?
No.
Okay. With a quorum of the board present, I call this meeting to order at 6:14 p.m. on Wednesday, August 26th, 2020.
Okay. Did
Okay.
I send you the agenda or just the minutes?
I have minutes only.
Do you want an agenda or do you just want me to go?
We'll go ahead, we'll continue. Unless, which one do you want to do first, the agenda or the minutes?
I'll read the minutes from the 22nd, or did you already look at them?
No, I don't think I've got those. I don't know if
I
those are
did
sent.
not look at them.
Oh, I'm sorry, from the 22nd?
Yeah. So
I have-
I'll read them because Bev didn't have a chance to look at
Okay.
them.
Did you check the month?
July 22nd, that's the last time we met.
Right. I have those minutes in front of me. Is that what we're going to review?
Yes.
Okay, I'm ready. I've got them.
Okay, so we met, you called the meeting to order at 6:12 after you did your Zoom instructions. Oh, maybe not. All right, do you want to skip the minutes? Because I don't.
Well, there's a couple things on there I want to go over.
Okay.
Under town administrator, so somewhere along the line on Monday evening, the select board approved the issuance of a personal property tax bill in lieu of a pilot agreement to resolve the tax issues. Looks like there's still some special permit issues that need to be addressed. And then down below, we talk about it under old new business, Randall Road pilot tax agreement, waiting to hear back from ZEP status update. So, yeah.
I should have crossed that. That should have come off of there.
Okay. All right. So if we can, I'd just like to take that solar program up for a couple of minutes to see where we are on that. We can
Okay.
get that explained. Yeah.
It's part of the agenda tonight. So,
Okay.
so can we, just to follow the agenda that you don't have, we're going to skip the minutes
Okay.
from July
Yeah.
20, what?
Oh, yeah, I agree with that then.
Okay. So, all right, I'll just talk about this. I was going to talk about it later on, but
No,
so,
we can wait till later.
okay,
Just go by your list.
okay.
Yep.
So the correspondence is that the board has the board emailed out the appointment only access to the town hall. I think that you were on the thing, but so when you come into town hall, there's a sign-in sheet with a visitor's log. You have to be accompanied by somebody with a fob, and the person with the fob is in charge of you till you leave the building. That's it in a nutshell.
Okay,
Okay.
so if
Oh, I read
somebody's,
it.
if somebody's coming up to the Board of Assessors,
They have to call the office and make an appointment.
okay, and then do they call and say, I'm at the door, come get me?
Yes.
Okay,
Or they'll say, we're going to be there at 12. If they don't have a cell phone or something, we'll just be there at 12 to let them in.
okay,
And then you have to, there's signage all over the town hall about the correct way to wear a mask. And there's hand sanitizer and wipes in each office and in the hallway as you come, when you come in. And the mandatory sign in.
now, with that mandatory sign-in, is the person that picks that person up at the door also signing in?
No, because we're already in.
Right, but how do we know who they had contact with? So
Well-
they sign in, it just says assessors?
No, they sign in with their name. Actually, I didn't look at the sign-in sheet.
And who they're supposed to be seeing, I believe is.
Right, right. So from that, we're supposed to remember who waited on that person or who was in contact with that person?
Well, they're in the building and everybody who enters the building has a fob. So if you're entering the building and you don't have a fob, you have to sign in. Because
Correct.
that's how the tracking's done, through the fob.
So do we re-swipe our fob? Even if we're already in there, do we re-swipe when we're letting someone in?
No,
Okay.
because once
Oh.
you're in, you're in.
So we technically don't know right off the bat who was with that person.
Well,
It would,
we would know.
Oh, if
because
we
they
have,
made an appointment, right?
Yeah, they made an appointment.
let me just see, I'm just, right, if they made an appointment and there's 3 girls in the office, now somebody has to find out who in the office they talked to.
Well, we can keep track of that ourselves on the calendar. But they're coming in the office, so all 3 of us are going to be exposed.
Even if you're in your office and the other 2 girls are out and you didn't have any contact with them?
Well,
I'm just,
uh,
I don't know.
I don't know. I don't know.
Okay. All right. So if you want to keep track of, I guess, who was with them, maybe the most, or we're just going to bundle and say all 3.
Well, I think that I would think that if we were notified that somebody on the visitor log list is exposed or tested positive or whatever, the whole town is going to get notified and everybody will have to get
Quarantine.
tested, whoever was
Yep.
in the building on that day.
Okay. Okay.
I-
If that's the way it's going to be. Okay. Yeah.
The town administrator sent out a memo about appraisal performances that, it was long. It was sent to you, Kevin. I can mail one out. I'll email one out to Bev.
Okay,
It says, it gives a little bit of instructions on how to fill out the form. And then it says, it needs to be submitted to Margaret no later than Friday, February No, sorry. I jumped way ahead there.
Yeah,
Se-
I missed
September
that date.
25th.
I'm sorry, when is it?
September 25th.
So less than a month from today, Kev.
Okay. So when was that sent to me?
August 24th.
And who did that come from?
Margaret, or town administrator.
Okay,
It says Kevin Pond. It doesn't say Claire, so it might have gone to your town email. I'll re-forward it to both you and Bev.
there we go. That's probably what happened. Yeah. Okay,
Um, So the revaluation, Jack's got all the real estate stuff. He's still waiting for some of the personal property stuff from Patriot. I'm going to call them tomorrow. I'm working on getting the new growth form filled out. And today we had a administrative finance team, and we tried to set up a timeline to send out to do tax bills. So right now, the classification hearing is going to be September 21st. And then everything will go from there. We have to do public disclosure for a week because it's a reval year. So we'll have preliminary values, and then the values will be online, and people will be able to go to Vision to look at their property record cards and all that good stuff.
okay. So how is that meeting going to go on September 21st? Is it going to be like this, or are we going to meet, or?
No, it's going to be a Zoom meeting,
Okay,
and I will have hopefully documentation, a presentation to do, which I will, depending on the timeline. I did speak to Jack today, and I told him that we were trying to do a timeline and that we had set the classification hearing for September 21st. And I said, if things aren't ready, we'll just have to open the classification hearing and continue it. He said, that sounds like a good plan. I said, I just didn't know, this being a reval year, if there was some different order that we had to do. And he said, he said, you can blame it on me if there is. So,
Yeeks. Okay,
and I was going to say, Randall Road, we're going to be doing that as a personal property tax, the solar panels. And
all right, well, that's going to come up now then?
yes,
Okay, all right,
so
yeah,
I'm working with Patriot on how to, we have an inventory list that was provided, and I'm just trying to work with Patriot on a, oh my goodness, making sure that it's in there right. Make sure that it's valuing right.
okay. So then, is that up and running now or not?
I don't know the answer to that.
Okay, so
I should have asked that, and
I'm just concerned with them up and running that this is all just gonna kind of get swept under the carpet here with their not fixing thing. It says right here that some issues are still not fixed.
yeah, well,
Okay,
the conservation had requested a site around it to be like a buffer zone
right,
to be undisturbed and whatnot. And I guess they had a couple of issues with that.
right,
Margaret and I talked about it, but I didn't think to ask about that. But
okay,
this year's valuation is only going to be at 1% complete because they weren't up and running on June 30th.
Right, but now that we've let them, quote, up and run, I don't know that we'll ever get this stuff straightened out. So that's my first comment. The second one is, now, can we use the information that the girl we were working with to send them a bill, right? Remember that
Yeah.
girl? Okay,
Yeah, she was working on doing the pilot.
right. So now we're not going to do this pilot then, is that correct?
Correct. We're doing it as personal property, so it'll be the sticks and stones that are there, the
Right.
the
So,
equipment.
Yep. So with all the work and money that went into this pilot program, why can't we use that number to attach to their personal property tax bill? Or are we sure we have that right? If they've submitted a list of the sticks and stones that are there, is somebody going through to add all that up to see if those two match?
That's what I'm working with Patriot.
Okay, so
So
Patriot-
instead of the way Beth was doing it was as a pilot, and it was being assessed by the kilowatts. I mean, it was being projected by the kilowatts. Now we're backing off of that approach, and we're valuing the equipment that's there. And it's not going to be the same value. It'll be close to it, but it's not the same way.
Okay, I'm just, either way, need to make sure for the towns, the town going forward has the right assessment. They're getting billed for the equipment or the wattage or however, but we just need,
Yeah,
and who from Patriot, is Patriot just showing us how to enter that into our database, or are they adding that up also and coming up with a number to say?
they're valuing it. Their system should have the prices for the equipment,
Okay,
and it, basically the same way that real estate works, except it's on equipment opposed to mortar and bricks.
okay, all right. Fine. I think that covers it. I'd still like to know if that place is up and running though. And I'd like us to ask the whatever other board, Conservation Commission, if they've had any correspondence with this group about getting their issues fixed.
Yes, they've been in constant contact, I believe.
They have. Is
Yeah.
there a plan to go forward? Yeah.
I'll have to ask Margaret about that. I didn't get to that today.
Okay. All right.
I was intent on trying to get the reval up and done and get all those pieces into play.
Okay. All right.
And sometimes other things get, there's only so many memory banks now.
Yeah.
And I know they're getting less and less. Believe me.
Things don't stay in as long as they used to.
Things don't enter as easy either. I'm like, what? Okay.
Our storage is full.
Yeah. Yeah.
Crash and burn.
Yeah.
So
Okay. Yeah.
so the two important things are the appraisals and the personnel appraisals and the classification hearing, those two dates.
Okay. Just run over not what we have, but who's the new growth here? Who we including in new growth? What section or what area or town or what items
The apartments.
down on River Road?
Yep. That's
Okay.
the biggest, that's about 11 million, I think, in growth.
And we have a fraction of those for this year? Or is it?
We have one that was complete, and the rest are at different completion
Okay, so,
percents.
okay, so, um, so what is the total of, if there's, I don't know, how many buildings down there? Is there 10 buildings?
I
There's,
think there's 7 apartment buildings, right?
Yeah, they have a clubhouse and something. So if there's,
Clubhouse, yeah.
so if there's 10 buildings, can we just say a third of them are going to be at full price, and then a third at, half price, and then a third hardly
At a quarter or
at a
not?
quarter? Yeah.
no, there was one apartment building at 100% complete. And the next one, I would have to, I don't remember off the top of my head, but the last building was like at 10% complete. In the outbuildings, I don't even think there was only 2 or 3 of those built. I take it back. The clubhouse in one apartment building were at 100% complete. And then the rest of them went from like 75% complete to 10% complete.
Okay. Okay. I think that explains it for me. Okay. So next, I don't know what year we're in here, but next year, that'll be all that will be up and running and taxed, correct?
Yes.
Okay.
If it's, if they were pretty gung ho on getting all the things complete. So I would say yes.
Yeah. Yeah. I think they're doing a good job. Looks like it's going along.
So we'll
Okay.
get more growth out of it for next year.
Right. And you think that just by the 2 or 3 items, 2 items that were complete and the rest is partial is how much?
11 million.
Okay. Okay. All right.
The,
And then
the
was-
other big growth is Gibbs Road
which is,
up off
Peach, is it Peach Hill?
Peach, yeah, up off of Peach Hill,
okay.
Road, yeah.
Yeah.
and the end of Gates Pond Road.
The end.
Across from,
Development,
there are 3 houses at the end, almost at River.
Oh, there are.
243, 237, and 223. And they're big ranches. One of them sold for over $1 million.
And this is
Wow.
on the
But it was-
the end of Gates Pond. Okay, not Marlboro Road. I was thinking Marlboro. Yeah, I know what you're talking about. The end of Gates Pond. Yeah.
the back of the houses is on River. That's how
Yes.
close to the end it is.
Yes. I'm with
River,
you now. Okay, so those 3 properties there are for whatever they're. Okay. All right.
And then there's a new house on Summer Road and Linden. And there's a few other ones, and plus that new subdivision, Pollock Drive or Pollard Drive, West Street, where the abutment,
Yeah.
I have a little, I'm
by
sorry.
Lucy Ayers.
Yes.
Yeah, no,
Yeah.
past Lucy's. Is that what you said?
Yeah,
Okay,
they cut the road in up after Barbara Crackhart's house or something?
yes.
Yes.
Yes, okay.
Okay.
And that's all
are
I can
there-
remember.
Are there any houses started up there?
No.
No. Okay. And-
Oh, and, the Highland Street where the not elderly, the 55 and the 55 community,
Yeah.
that, there's some growth on there because they got out of chapter land and now the land's being taxed at full value.
Okay.
There was no plan or there wasn't anything started July 1st, so it'll be
Right.
next year's growth.
Okay. All right.
And then we'll be getting growth from personal property. So we have about 268 in growth just on real estate. And I need to wait till Patriot finishes to know the personal property growth.
Okay. Not that I don't trust Patriot, but is somebody gonna review those figures
I
for
am,
that, for that solar program?
yes.
Okay. Okay. And I'll just say, are we gonna be, not being funny, but are we gonna be comfortable with that? Or do we have to get somebody for, I don't know?
We're gonna be comfortable with it for this year because it's only at 50% complete.
Oh, the solar program?
Yeah,
Okay,
so we'll
Alright.
have more time to look at it for next year too.
okay, all right. Where we hired someone for the pilot program, I didn't know if we needed to hire someone for the sticks and stone section of it. And if that girl that you were working with appeared to be very nice, if, you know, we need to make a phone call to her, maybe
Yeah.
we should do that.
I've done that, and I have a couple of assessors who have been dealing with pilots that I'm gonna, I tried to call one of them today, but she was busy.
Yeah,
Just
okay,
to
Yeah.
Touch base.
touch base and,
double check, that's
yes,
fine.
that's it.
Yep, okay.
And then there's some things that you should need to come in and sign. There's payables, excise abatements, commitment 4 of 2020 for excise is 19,185. And then I'm sure there's payroll to be signed.
Uh, when do I need to do that by, or when do we need to do that by?
How many payrolls did you sign the other day when you went in?
I think it was 2.
So, there's probably not a deadline on those if you sign 2.
Okay, So I-
And I'm sure there'll be more out for you when,
I
So if you
might have
On
it,
the table. They are on the table, I believe.
oh,
are
there's
they all
payroll on
ready
the
to
table?
tomorrow I have a long day. I'm not gonna make it up there tomorrow, but I might be able to make it Friday morning. So if the things are on the table by Friday morning, we should be able to
They're
handle it.
actually on the table now, so,
Yeah, Rose had quite an array there today.
Okay, so if I have a chance, maybe I'll go up tonight. Bev, can you go in tomorrow and sign, or?
In the morning, yeah, I can go in. If you go up tonight, Kev, you can just call me after you sign and I
Okay,
can go up there or
yeah, I don't know if
or
I can do
Friday.
that.
right,
Yeah,
or Friday or
okay, All right.
I just want to double check. Rose sent me an email. Are you still there? Did I lose you?
who?
Nope, you're still there. I hear you.
Okay, so did she send you an email now? Or,
No, earlier.
okay,
Okay, so there'll be 3 payrolls for you to sign. And I think Bev missed a signature on the second page of something that's out there. So
Okay.
there's the commitments, payables, and payroll.
Okay.
okay. All right,
So Bev, whenever you're free, if you just want to call, we can let you in.
Okay.
But you're our prisoner once you do. We have to,
Well, I could go in tomorrow morning and sign if they were ready, but I have to take my dad to the doctor's in the afternoon. And then
Everything,
Kevin could just go.
we'll be
whenever.
there in the morning if that's what you choose. We'll be there.
Okay,
I'll be
let me see.
Whichever's convenient for you guys.
Okay.
Okay, all right,
So our next meeting dates, according to our plan, are September 9th and 23rd. Do you want me to just change the 23rd to the 21st? And we can do the classification hearing, and if we need to have a board meeting, we can do both?
Yeah,
21st would be a Monday. Yeah.
Yes.
yeah, we better do that. That gives us a couple days to fix whatever we need to fix before our meeting. Is that,
Well, I was thinking that you didn't, well, you're Zooming, so it doesn't really matter. I was thinking that you wouldn't have to meet twice that week, but we'll keep it the way it is and I'll add the September 21st.
yeah, I want to make sure we get that, I guess, on the launch pad. So
Yeah.
we're all familiar with where we're headed in the documents that are going to be handed out, if that's going to happen. And I want to see those, that's
Yeah.
all, before the night of the meeting. And the 24th is what night?
The 9th and the 23rd are our regular Wednesday night meetings,
Yeah,
and the
But I-
21st is the classification hearing.
So that would be on a
Um,
Monday, I think, right?
Yep.
yeah. So now my comment is do we need to, I think we need to meet before the 21st. Can we get all this done on the 9th or not?
I'm, like I told Margaret in the administrative finance, I'm in a holding pattern. I can't answer that.
Okay,
We're hoping to have this all done, but, so if I can email it ahead of time, you guys can look it over and then you can call me and ask me questions, or you can come in and meet with me, or I don't know. Well, we
okay,
have a little bit. Let's wait
okay.
and
If-
let's wait at least till the 9th, and then we can call we can do a meeting for the week in between if need be.
Let's do that. So for sure, we'll book the 9th.
It's
And
the
then-
9th and the 23rd are all set.
Okay, let's go with that. And then if we, after the 9th or 10th, if we have to come on the 21st, we'll put that in then. Okay, so the 9th and the 23rd. Okay,
And the
Yeah.
21st. I'm gonna,
you're gonna book
well,
all of
yeah.
them. So we'll be meeting on the 9th. The 21st, we're going to meet, and the 23rd if needed. Or,
Yes,
yes, okay,
yes.
depending on how the 21st goes, so to
Yeah.
speak. Okay,
And we'll
Yeah.
decide on the 9th if we should meet the, whatever should be the 16th? No, the 9th.
9th and the 23rd, and that date before, the week before would be the 16th, right? If we need to
Yeah.
meet,
Thank you, Bev.
to get that deadline for the 21st, right?
Yes.
Okay.
And this is, I may
So-
not be around on that 16th, that's all.
All right, well, we'll meet sometime that week.
Well,
What
if I
days
can,
good?
if I can Zoom, it would be okay, maybe.
Okay,
Okay. All right. I think I'm good with that. Okay, yeah.
and so I have 6:46 to
Yes.
adjourn. Is that,
Okay. I make a
Okay.
motion. Bev, you want to make a motion?
I motion
Okay, to adjourn the meeting? I
to
second.
adjourn the meeting. Yes.
Yes,
vote?
yep, vote to adjourn.
Yep, now you have to record your vote, Kevin.
I vote to adjourn the meeting.
Okay, Bev?
I second the vote to adjourn the meeting.
Okay. So we're adjourned then.